A solid foundation is never merely about stacking wood. It is about establishing an unyielding anchor against the harsh winter. The solitary wilderness builder positions the reclaimed pallets onto the stone base, meticulously adjusting every gap to ensure absolute levelness. As the hammer strikes, the wooden floorboards are locked into place, transforming scattered debris into a solid platform. Finally, the first corner post is raised and driven deep into the earth, standing perfectly vertical as the true skeleton of the shelter begins to take shape. Raising the frame requires more than brute strength. It demands a precise understanding of structural balance. Using his own body weight to brace the heavy timber, the builder secures the main beams, ensuring the vertical pillars can bear the impending load. Climbing onto the scaffolding, he spans thick boards across the top, locking the circular beam into a unified ring. With the roof ridge finally aligned against the winter sky, the two-dimensional footprint evolves into a towering three-dimensional fortress, ready to withstand the harsh elements. Inside, he drives long nails into the angled braces while his loyal Labrador watches in silence. Survival in the freezing wild demands more than mere shelter. It requires mastering the primal elements of fire and heat. The craftsman carries massive gray metal sheets inside, laying a sturdy foundation for his hearth. He then treks to the icy riverbank, carefully selecting solid stones before hauling them back in heavy buckets. With meticulous precision, he layers clay and arranges the river rocks to build a resilient base. Finally, he embeds an ornate iron stove door into the stone wall, sealing it tightly with clay to secure the core of his future warmth. A hearth without a chimney is merely a fire hazard waiting to happen. Building upon the massive stone foundation, the builder constructs a cylindrical stone tower along the exterior wall, seamlessly integrating the indoor exhaust pipe into its midsection. After sealing the top with a final layer of clay, the towering structure stands complete. Striking a magnesium rod, he ignites the dry branches, bringing the first dancing flames to life. As the kettle begins to whistle on the stove, a quiet moment of triumph washes over him, sipping hot tea in the very sanctuary he forged from scratch. Waterproofing is not an afterthought. It is the vital skin that separates a habitable home from a rotting ruin. Wrapping the entire structure in blue Strotex membrane, the builder creates an impenetrable barrier against the biting cold and moisture. He then scales the roof, securing the protective layer with precise edge fastenings. Transitioning to the exterior walls, he begins the first row of overlapping wooden shingles, driving nails with rhythmic strikes to forge a fish-scale texture that will deflect the harshest storms. Crafting the exterior is not merely about coverage. It is an exercise in industrial precision and rustic aesthetics. Snapping chalk lines to maintain perfect alignment, the builder continues the upward progression of the wooden shingles along the leeward walls. Every hammer strike is deliberate, gradually cloaking the raw frame in a rich textured wooden armor. With the final road-driven flush and the decorative edge tiles laid on the roof, the cabin now stands as a formidable blend of rugged durability and artisanal beauty. Securing the roof demands a meticulous overlap to ensure no drop of rain finds its way inside. Nailing the short wooden shingles layer by layer, the builder covers every previous nail hole, creating a watertight shield against the elements. He then saws off the excess ridge timber, locking two long boards into a sturdy V-shaped peak that crowns the structure. Adding a small triangular awning above the doorway for extra protection, he finally climbs back up to seal the critical junctions between the stone chimney and the wooden roof with thick clay mortar, eliminating any potential leaks and ensuring total integrity. The sight of white smoke rising from the chimney signals more than just a successful fire. It marks the transition from mere survival. Sitting on the threshold with a piece of bread, the builder savors the warmth before turning his attention to the complex window project. Measuring the timber with rigorous precision, he crafts the inner window frame and wedges it tightly into the opening. Moving between the interior and exterior, he meticulously calculates the internal dimensions, preparing to construct the intricate cross-bracing structure for the glass panes. He carves precise grooves to interlock wooden strips into a cross pattern, test-fitting the grid before carefully sliding the final glass pane into the exterior frame. With the window sealed tight, he positions sawn sideboards for the door frame, nailing them firmly into the main structure to define the entrance. Then he lays out reclaimed planks on the ground to assemble the rectangular body of the heavy wooden door. Hanging a heavy door demands more than hinges. It requires perfect alignment for seamless operation. The builder lays the reinforced frame flat, driving a dense array of nails to ensure ultimate stability before attaching the iron hinges. Kneeling, he secures the massive wooden door to the wall, testing its swing until it sits perfectly flush. Satisfied with the entrance, he ventures into the rainy forest in a black jacket, snapping slender branches to serve as the backbone for his fishing rod. Preparing the fishing rod is not merely stripping bark. It is about transforming raw nature into a precise survival tool. Peeling and sanding the branches, he measures them under the eaves, setting the stage for the upcoming catch. Meanwhile, the cabin exterior receives its final refined touches. He nails vertical decorative boards at the corners to bridge the roof and walls, then crafts a second set of louvered shutters, ensuring perfect symmetry. Standing outside, he gently closes the shutters, demonstrating their flawless operation and adding a touch of refined elegance to the rugged shelter. Cooking in the wild rewards labor with primal satisfaction. Chopping wood and hauling a flat rock, the builder creates an improvised stove. Striking the ferrocerium rod, he ignites birch bark, nurturing flames until fish skewers sizzle over heated stone. Lit by a green kerosene lamp, he sits on a wooden stump, tearing into the roasted catch and sharing it with his companion, savoring the simple triumph of the day. Shelter from the downpour is not just about staying dry. It is about transforming a raw shell into a comfortable sanctuary. Unrolling the blue moisture-proof membrane, the builder wraps the interior beams, creating a vital thermal and vapor barrier. He then lines the floor with boards, nailing the wall, paneling horizontally over the membrane to enclose the space. Looking up, the ceiling is sealed with final patches, unifying the interior vision. To break the monotony of raw wood, he throws blocks directly into the open fire, carbonizing their surfaces in the ancient yakisugi technique to achieve a deep protective black finish. Brushing away the ash reveals not just a darker color, but a profound three-dimensional texture that defies the rustic setting. Positioning the charred wood by the window, he fixes it as a striking bracket, creating a stunning modern contrast against the light walls. The interior furnishing then takes physical shape. He assembles the chair frame, securing the base and nailing the backrest beams into a sturdy seating structure. Moving to the sleeping area, he lays down the bedboards one by one, driving nails in a dense pattern and testing the surface to guarantee a solid, reliable rest. With the back panel and cantilevered shelves complete, the indoor storage system is finalized. The builder then enters the lush forest with his dogs, shifting from carpenter to forager. He spots plump mushrooms, slicing them expertly at the root, before crouching in the grass to carefully pick tiny red wild strawberries into his box. Carrying a basket brimming with nature's bounty, he walks up the slope back to the tranquil cabin. Slicing fresh mushrooms, he tosses them into the sizzling pan, filling the cabin with an inviting aroma. 3 vintage oil lamps are lit, casting a warm golden glow that turns mere survival into genuine comfort. Sitting on the new bed, the builder plays his accordion, the rich melodies echoing a profound spiritual peace. As morning arrives, the stove roars back to life. He fries eggs and sausage, ending a perfect night with a hearty, satisfying start.